Hi Capricorn, this is your horoscope for the new moon in Pisces that's occurring on March 13th. Your primary focus, where your chart is dancing, is around your mind and what are those thoughts that you're having? What are those visions that you're having? What is your imagination? What does that picture look like? I would highly recommend that you write it, that you somehow get that information out of your mind, draw that picture, paint that picture, listen to what those visions are. You're going to be one of the signs that does have a hard time identifying reality versus make-believe at this time. So that's why I'm saying write it down, get it out, put it on paper, make your list, so that your mind's not going here, going there. Actually, this new moon is a great time for you to be doing anything. It's a great time for ideas and getting those ideas. So if you can imagine something, then you can create it. There's a great secret around manifesting that I learned from Greg Braden, and one of his very best friends was an Iroquois First Nations man who was he was a member of the Iroquois tribe, and he was out in the Midwest, and he tells this story about there was no rain, the ground was so dry, and his friend said to him, they had a conversation, is there anything we can do? And so his friend said, come with me, I want to take you to a sacred place, a prayer place that my people have been going to for centuries, and I want to go there and pray for rain. So they went together to this place. This is, a true story. They went together to this place, and his friend stepped into this prayer circle. He took off his shoes, and he took off his hat, and he stepped into this circle, and he closed his eyes, and about a minute later, he put his hat back on and his shoes back on, and he came out of the prayer circle, and Greg said to him, what are you doing? I thought you were going to pray. He said, I did it. I'm all done. And he goes, well, what did you do? He goes, I just closed my eyes and imagined that there was water around my feet, that there was mud forming because there was so much water on the land. I could feel the water over my head. I could feel the warmth of the warm rain. He goes, I felt it. That was all I needed to do. So he said, okay. And they went home, and it started to rain really hard. And it didn't stop. So Greg called his friend up, and he said, things are flooding. The plants are going to die if this rain doesn't start. And he said, can't you do anything about it? He goes, that's the problem. They taught me how to manifest it. They didn't teach me how to stop it. So I thought that's a pretty cool story. If you can feel it, if you can imagine it, and you can feel it, then you are going to create that in your life. You're going to manifest that in your life. So believe in what those visions are, because you can manifest them. Your primary focus should be on your work and writing down your ideas, your thoughts, the things that you want to invent, the things that you feel would be helpful to the world, that would make a difference in people's lives, because this is a great month for ideas, for thoughts, for talking about these, but then putting it on paper and manifesting it. That's the most important part, because there's actually a grand trine in air. So this is supportive for you on this new moon on taking those ideas and materializing them. And the angel card message is for you that it says unlikely. And I'm not really quite sure. Whatever your question is it's unlikely. But I think that it's probably unlikely that you're going to fail. It's unlikely that you're not going to manifest what you want. So that is a huge message at this time. Remember, stay focused on getting those ideas on paper, doing the Virgo thing, meaning step by step by step, and then manifesting it. Putting your feet into action and manifesting it. So, Capricorn, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your support, and I hope you have a great March, and I'll see you soon on the full moon.